What are the Tornado and MongoDB blocking and asynchronous considerations? I am running the Tornado web server in conjunction with MongoDB, using the pymongo driver. I am trying to make architectural decisions to maximize performance. I have several sub-questions regarding the blocking/non-blocking and asynchronous aspects of the resulting application when using Tornado and pymongo together. Question 1. Connection pools. It appears that the pymongo.mongo_client.mongo client object automatically implements a pool of connections. Is the intended purpose of a connection pool so that I can access MongoDB simultaneously from different threads? Is it true that if run with a single Mongo client instance from a single thread that there is really no pool since there would only be one connection open at any time? Question 2. Multi-threaded Mongo calls. The following fact. This URL states, currently there is no great way to use pymongo in conjunction with Tornado or Twisted. Pymongo provides built-in connection pooling, so some of the benefits of those frameworks can be achieved just by writing multi-threaded code that shares a Mongo client. So I assume that I just pass a single Mongo client reference to each thread. Or is there more to it than that? What is the best way to trigger a callback when each thread produces a result? Should I have one thread running whose job it is to watch a queue, Python's queue.queue, to handle each result and then calling finish on the left open request handler object in Tornado? Of course using the tornado.web.asynchronous decorator would be needed. Question 3. Multiple instances. Finally, is it possible that I am just creating work? Should I just shortcut things by running a single threaded instance of Tornado and then start 3 to 4 instances per core? The above fact reference seems to suggest this. After all, doesn't the GIL and Python result in effectively different processes anyway? Or are there additional performance considerations, plus or minus, by the non-blocking aspects of Tornado? I know that this is non-blocking in terms of I/O as pointed out here. Is Tornado really non-blocking? Additional note, I am aware of asynchmongo at this URL, but want to use pymongo directly and not introduce this additional dependency.
As I understand, there is two concepts of web servers. Thread-based, Apache, event-driven, Tornado. And you've the GIL with Python. GIL is not good with threads, and event-driven is a model that uses only one thread, so go with event-driven. Pymongo will block Tornado, so here is suggestions. Using pymongo, use it, and make your database calls faster, by making indexes, but be aware, indexes don't work with an operation that will scan lot of values, for example, GTE. Using asynchmongo, it seems that has been updated, but still not all MongoDB features. Using Mongodb, this one is alike an update for asynchmongo, and it has ODM, Object Document Mapper, has all what you need from MongoDB, aggregation, replica set, and the only feature that you really miss is glyphs. Using Motor, this is the complete solution to use with Tornado. It has glyph support, and it is the officially MongoDB asynchronous driver for Tornado. It uses a hack using Greenlet, so the only downside is not to use with Pypy. And now, if you decide other solution than Tornado, if you use Jevent, then you can use pymongo, because it is said. The only async framework that pymongo fully supports is Jevent. NB, sorry if going out of topic, but the sentence. Currently there is no great way to use pymongo in conjunction with Tornado. Should be dropped from the documentation. Mongodb and Motor works in a perfect manner, Motor in particular.
While the question is old, I felt the answers given don't completely address all the queries asked by the user. Is it true that if run with a single Mongo client instance from a single thread that there is really no pool since there would only be one connection open at any time? This is correct if your script does not use threading. However, if your script is multi-threaded, then there would be multiple connections open at a given time. Finally, is it possible that I am just creating work? Should I just shortcut things by running a single threaded instance of Tornado and then start 3 to 4 instances per core? No, you are not. Creating multiple threads is less resource intensive than multiple forks. After all, doesn't the GIL in Python result in effectively different processes anyway? The GIL only prevents multiple threads from accessing the interpreter at the same time. Does not prevent multiple threads from carrying out I/O simultaneously. In fact, that's exactly how Motor with asyncio achieves asynchronicity. It uses a thread pool executor to spawn a new thread for each query, returns the result when the thread completes. Are you also aware of Motor? This URL, it is written by Jesse Davis, who is co-author of pymongo.